Ladies and gentlemen, the university students are planning to demonstrate tomorrow, September 9th. They are planning to demonstrate against the new university funding model that has proved to be a thorn. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very clear that the new university funding model has serious loopholes. Number one, it assumes that all parents can be able to pay school fees. So you find everybody is allocated in a certain group. It also assumes that Kenya's parents are very rich. It assumes that there are no orphans in this country. It also shows that the government has no plan of giving free education in this country. We are killing the dreams that were started by the NAC government of Moi Kibaki. The other thing is that most of the students have been put in group 4 and 5 where you are supposed to pay a lot of money. The other thing is that the cost of these courses is very, very high, and the interest of the loans is also very, very high. It is these gaps that are disturbing, and the university students are asking the government to scrap bad 4 and bad 5, and they be left with bad 1, 2, and 3, which will be a bit fair and manageable. Ladies and gentlemen, in a knee-jerk reaction, we are learning that the government is planning to unleash terror against the student in case they demonstrate. The policemen have been instructed to deal ruthlessly with these youngsters. The DCI has also been given instructions to compile a list of the students who be caught in the demonstrations. And this is meant to scare the students. And again, it is meant to interfere with their future, such that, many companies, many employers, including the government, these days is asking for the certificate of good conduct. So the government want to compile these names so that they can actually kill the dream of these youngsters. The university vice chancellors have also been instructed to close the universities indefinitely should the student riot. These are punitive measures, if you ask me. And this one shows that the government is unable to hold any meaningful dialogue. I've seen a circular by the Minister of Education talking about the new university education funding model and the way they are planning to review it, that they are going to have another committee to come up with new recommendations, which will be presented to the Minister of Education, maybe for adoption or for discussion. But where were they before the student said that they are going to move out of the street? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say the following about this strike. The consequences of this strike. Number one, we are likely to see death of students in the street, in the universities, wherever. In the past, the government has been accused of abducting the youngsters. It has been accused of arresting. It has been accused of maiming these youngsters. Today, I've seen many families complain. I've tried to look at those complaints about people who have been missing. And for sure, there are some people who are complaining about their loved ones who are still missing up to today. From the time the youth demonstrated in Nairobi, up to now, there are some people who have never been traced. So, if the government is going to kill these people, going to kill the university student, this will be a catalyst that is going to trigger a reaction never seen before in this country. I've noted that the youth have been very calm, but this is the calm that comes before a storm. So the government should be very, very careful. Again, closing universities indefinitely is not the solution, because we cannot close universities forever. At one time, we have to open them, unless we close them until William Samoei Ruto finishes his term. But is that the solution? Is that the solution? Number 3 is that time is of essence here. Too much time wasted is going to hurt our economy. Money is losing value every day. And now the cost of education is also going to be affected. The price of commodities are going higher every day, higher and higher. So this is not the solution. Again, this kind of knee-jerk reaction, if the government is going to use the brutal force that has we understand the police have been told to use, it can attract other youth in maybe, say, tertiary institutions. It can attract other in technical colleges, diploma colleges. This is inviting them. Because remember, all said and done, this is one group of people, cohort group. And looking at it very keenly, you realize that we have a problem with the leadership. The problem of leadership is very, very clear here. Because in the past we have seen the government trying to engage students. I've even seen the president in town hall meetings. But the problem with this government is that they always believe that they are right. They don't listen. That's the problem. They don't listen to common mwananchi. And again, when you look at the presidential working party, it never involved the students. It never. The student body was supposed to be inside the presidential working party so that they can understand or so that they can own the decision. It is now the time for the ministry now to invite these leaders in that commission that they are talking about. And I've seen that they have said that they are going to invite them so that their input can count when it comes to making recommendations and writing the report. Again, if the government is going to profile students, this will not work. Because how many can you profile? How many can you profile? Because everybody definitely is going to come out. The way I know about university students, only the sick are left out. 90% of students in universities participate in demonstrations. And if they participate in demonstrations, tomorrow, we are likely to see chaos in this country. We are likely to see chaos. And it is high time the leadership of this country listen to what the common mwananchi is saying. Hii serikali ni yetu, sio serikali yao, ni yetu. This is our country. That's why you see the Gen Z are saying, Kenya ni home. That's what they are saying. And I agree with them. Kenya ni home. We don't have another country. All said and done, let the policemen restrain themselves in case the students are going to demonstrate. And the student, on the other hand, would ask them not to destroy properties, because destruction of properties doesn't help anything. But demonstrations is something that, because you see what the students have been doing, they've been trying to give notice to the policemen. The police has been refusing to accept that the students have freedom of demonstration, which is actually enshrined in our constitution. Let's uphold the constitution so that we can have tranquility, peace, and unity in this country. Because what I can say is that the government has been the problem in this country. I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, I think things can get out of hand. Bye-bye.